Hey, hi everyone, I'm back. We are going to be hopping in here. It's an open assured race. It's the mode for this week's mentor tournament. We've got Bagel got this one started, and we got a few of the runners for the mentor tournament in here that we've kind of worked with here and there. So that they can get, some race practice in, and just in general, might see some different tips and stuff as we're going through. That kind of thing. So let me ready up here because I think we're going to aim to start right around 8 o'clock. So I want to make sure we are good to go. Alright. So I'm going to make sure I'm readied up. But yeah, we'll be doing a quick one here, hopefully. We'll see how troll this gets. It's funny, I literally just did a Cast Boots, like, 2 nights ago? I feel like I haven't played in a week. But last night, I was working with Jabera, who is going to be doing his race on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to be mentoring him through that. So we ran through a seed together yesterday and went over some little tips and tricks. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll see how everything works out with that one. And so that's exciting. But basically, we'll do this tonight. I'm going to do... I think we still got Gloomhaven tomorrow, and then we might have a couple weeks off Gloomhaven just because one of my buddies is going to be visiting family and stuff, so he won't be around to play. So that might open up for some more rando shenanigans. And then Friday, I gotta so I haven't heard back yet for what Scanler said, but we're gonna have to either... we gotta get in our cross keys co-op async, and that'll give us a chance to practice one more time. And then I want to do the Kabuki async through Bagel's channel, and then I gotta do my qualifier. So I have all these things I kind of want to get done over the next several days. Though the qualifier, I don't think I can stream that one, but I can definitely stream Bagel's async. So but I have to get the async done for Kabuki soon, TM, because I think it's due Sunday night, maybe. No, I think it's a couple days after that, but I want to just get it done this weekend. So lots of little stuff going on. That's for sure. I also feel like something happened with my docs. Because this seems like it's smaller than normal. Because why wouldn't OBS just magically change shit? Alright, so... this is just an open seed, but we start with a sword, which makes me possibly do front of escape early. Just because there's 3 quick items there. I might just route that. Looks like we're just waiting on Bagel to say he's good to go. Not necessarily a bad thing to do with a sword, is just to do escape early and get it done. At least the front. Oh yeah, Bagel generated this, so he said sorry if the seed sucks. That's hilarious. The old... it's Bagel's fault, everybody. Alright, now we're gonna start. And... go. Oh boy, we got a bloopy. Good start. Alright. Dodge this idiot. Come up here. Watch out for that. Smack him. Let's see what our tree pull is. Gross! Oh, man. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess early money's okay, but not what I was looking for, that's for sure. Okay, let's take a quick peek. Cute. Alright, so Eastern Hera. Alright, I'm gonna already say that that's really damn good for a start. And that's why we came into Escape. That's not what everyone's gonna do in one of these seeds. But getting an early flute is just... chef's kiss. Alright, let's see what these idiots provide. Alright, open this, save and quit out. Hey, not bad. Got 3 items going down there, and the flute's pretty damn good. Alright, so now we know we have 3 remaining. Alright. So we'll check our Lustwood stuff, because I want to see if we get some bombs off like a bush crab or something. We know the tree pulls hot garbage, so I'm not really worried about that. Though I might just see what these guys drop. Nah. There we go. Oh, that's so good. Okay, except you put it there, which is really annoying. But that's fine. I'm all about that. Nothing important at Lumberjack. I probably could have grabbed that, but that's okay. Look at that, more bombs. Alright, so the real test is going to be, do I remember to activate my flute walking by the stupid thing? Because that's like the hardest part of the game. When you get an early flute, to actually remember to go to the weather vane and activate it. And I don't really want to go up the mountain unless I get like a hook shot or mirror. Just to make it a little bit more worthwhile. Bottle's fine. Alright, so we can at least check Sick Kid while we're here. That's fine. Alright. Nice glove. $20. $20. $50. Alright, let's get ripped off by the bottle vendor. Alright, we got a partial refund. And look, I remember to activate my flute. Oh, it's so good. I am so smart. SMRT. Alright, let's see here. So after I clear out the village, I might go back of escape real quick, because we know... We just have a small key remaining in the castle, and if we get lucky and it's a Dark Cross, then we could just clear everything out by doing the back. And then we just know we got everything. Because that glove put it in logic. Oh, lovely. Love an early sword upgrade, because that could only mean one thing, maybe. Let's watch for that lamp to show up. Okay. I might not do the back of escape right away, because since we have flute, I might just go directly to a couple other checks, and then next time I save and quit, I can go there. It's probably a little bit more efficient that way. Oh, vanilla book. No shit. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Alright, whoops. Don't do that. Actually, this is a good opportunity. If I save and quit out of Vagina, then we could do the back of escape after. Oh, I just run into the cactus, dumbass. Well, we definitely have Zora money, so that's good. Alright, I'm not gonna bother going for Dark Cross right now. I'd rather focus on collecting all the other things I can get. We know that's an item, though. They got way more density elsewhere, so we're gonna focus there. You don't say. Okay. Well, we won't worry about the sunken treasure. We'll get plenty of pieces of heart as we go. Plus, having early blue mail's pretty nice. Okay. Both of them can get out of my face. Thank you. Okay, so we have Dark World access. That's wonderful. I think what I'm gonna just do... Let's check... Let's just check Ice Rod Cave just to eliminate that. I'm probably not going to bother with the Zora checks right now. I do have the money for Zora, and I know gloves get me there, but... I don't know. I could. I mean, I have Flipper, or Moon Pearl too, the fake Flipper. Let's see what we get here. Nice. Okay, so now I'm opting to do this. For the sole reason of, if I save and quit... Aw, come on. Why am I not getting that? There we go. If I save and quit after I do Zora, I can do the mushroom and then save scum it if it's crap. And then we'll just go Dark World. Okay. So that's nothing. We're gonna route in Stupid Hobo, because I'm not gonna get bit on this again. Screw you, game. Oh yeah, we don't have flippers. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the shovel just yet because it's not in logic. Mushroom is, though. Definitely more concerned about that. And if we happen to find a mirror, then we can just check it when we do Stumpy later on. Okay. You don't have boots. You cannot dash. Definitely try to. Alright. Piece of heart. And a heart container. Good enough. Alright. Let's check the mushroom and we can save scum it if it's crap, and then we're gonna go Dark World. Okay. Don't care. Alright, we got 3 checks in the Village of Outcasts, plus we might as well go into Thieves Town, though let's check this. Alright, Thieves Town's a 5-6, and then Ice and Mire, or Swamp and Mire are the other pendants. So, no, I just did the wrong thing. I'll fix that in a second. Alright. Let's just open this. Bams. Alright, well, we're gonna do it. Once again, I avoid picking up the full magic. Not that I have anything that can really use it right now anyway, but... There's item 1. Well, that's pretty convenient. Okay. Ah, nice snipe. Alright, let's see how nice this room plays. Alright, 1 hit, I'll take it. not a great sign. So we gotta hope that the small key is locked in the big chest so we could just full clear this sucker. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll take the magic because then I'll just have enough to use Burna if I need to on this phase, the last phase of blind. Perfect. If I kill enough of them, that'll pop up again. Alright, good deal. We can get everything out of here. Very, very happy about that. Really? Alright. That's fair. This is already fucked up. Good thing we have Burna and I don't really care, but that's annoying. Alright, we got our first crystal. We didn't really get anything great out of the dungeon itself, but whatever. I think I'm gonna just, for a quick second, we go up here, we scout Bumper, and just check inside Skull Woods fast. Okay. I'm all about that. Nice. Awesome. This gave me absolutely nothing. I mean, we have all the keys. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. Alright, let's check the one check here that we can access in the back, just in case it's actually good. Imagine if this was like the fire rod or something. I really hate this room. I'm just being bad, and that's really stupid to be bad here. Oh my god, they almost knocked me into it. Alright. You know what? Alright, fine. Holy shit. Okay, so all the items are in the back. That's just amazing. Alright, let's get out of here. Glad we wasted our damn time doing that. Alright, I want to get down to Hype Cave. I think we do dig game and take the Smith with us, I guess. This could be a trolley seed where there's something on Smith. Okay, we don't need to die. Can we not do that, please? I really didn't need the money, but whatever. Alright, we're just gonna grab the Smith. We go to Stumpy. That'll stop the beeping for a minute. Just get in the damn door. Oh, I died. That sucks. Alright, well, honestly, fine, because what we can just do real quick... Actually, let's go do the dig spot, and then we can return the Smith, and then we'll just come back with... Turn in the purple chest, I guess. Ugh. I got in the entrance and died in the same frame, so it gave me the door transition. Cool, that's amazing as well. Okay, that would have been helpful a few minutes ago, but we got it. Alright, let's do this lame purple chest and we'll... Gotta do a lot of walking here, which is unfortunate. So I should be able to do Hype Cave the same way I would do Cave 45. Leave the chest on the outside. And then we could just grab it afterwards, save and quit, return it. If we get a mirror, then we can just return it easily. That's good. It's really unfortunate, too, because getting back here would have been so much easier. Alright, well, what does that exactly do for me? It gives me access to the pod area. Let's return this first. Because I also want to go and check, we haven't been to stupid Saha. We should probably do that. So I'll check that out next. Well, thank God Thieves Town was not... there's no item behind the hammer. We're getting it right after. Cape. I don't want to keep on chasing this shit, do I? I really have like a lot of really bad checks. And I probably should just go into Eastern and Pod. And that might not even be the answer anyway. I actually hate that answer. I really just want a bow. That would open up a few things. Excuse me. There we go. Ah, that wasn't it. Let's see. I didn't really want to go here. We committed. We can at least get the information for what opens Meyer. Even if we could open it, we can't do anything in it without a hook or boots. So it's Quake. I don't really want to go in there anyway because it's a pendant, but it's just good information to have. Holy shit. Alright, I guess we should probably just go into Pyramid Pod Eastern. Alright, is this an answer? No, but I'll grab it. So I have 2 checks on the mountain, catfish, and dumpster diving these dungeons that I can't beat. I probably should have just gone up the mountain. It's probably one stupid item and the one check that I can do in the light world. Oh, it'd just be so aggravating if there's like a bow there or something. Or just a mirror sitting there, or who knows what. Well, we can progress further for at least a little while. Okay. So that might be the ticket. Excuse me? Fuck off. That's amazing. And there's 2 keys on both sides. Alright. We'll come back. So, here's what's going on. That lamp is fire rod locked. So the fire rod is possibly up here on the mountain. Could be an Eastern. That's rude as hell. Especially for some of our newer runners. That's mean. So we struck gold there though. We got a hook shot and a lamp. Lamp out of logic. That's stupid. Thank you, sir. Alright. Let's peek at what's up here, because this was open a long time ago. We could do Spike Cave, but no, not yet. Okay, we're not gonna grab that. Alright, let's go to Paradox. There's gotta be something over here, right? What if both Fire Rod and Ice Rod are up here? That'll mess me up. Half magic's decent. Alright, well, that was really all we got. The other thing I'm going to consider, without mirror, do I go over and take a look at Hera? I have hookshot, I can do it quickly. It's not a bad option, honestly. Say we do it. Two, hopefully, quick items and a green pendant. Sure. It's the only beatable dungeon we technically have at the moment. Well, that ain't it. We don't have boots. I'm gonna hit the star tile here. Don't do it. It immediately did it. Well, we already saw one item though. So, the basement cage. Okay, we're just not gonna hit that. That's stupid. I'm just gonna knock it down when we know the basement cage is crap. Alright. Let's hope the second item just drops here and then we're kind of done. No. No. No! Asshole. You kept on turning on me. Okay. Oh my god. God, Trollderm living up to his name. I hate you, game. It's like this fine line of, you know, it's probably going to be garbage, but Hera Basement loves to not be garbage, and if you committed this far, do you just do it? And I guess I'm going to. So, let's see what's in the basement. It just sucks if we have to walk out, unless we happen to actually get the mirror, like, right here. So we're gonna go back and do Spiral Cave after this, and then we can check and see if we can open TR. And we could do Hookshot Cave Super Bunny. So we could clear out a lot up in the mountains, so I'm glad like we waited a little bit to come up here until we had dipped pod. God, I hope this is important. No, it was not. Hold on. How many times can I swipe at him and miss? Alright, that's a feels bad. But whatever, it's done. Now, it's not a total feels bad if we get something on Green Pendant, but we're not going to know that for a while, so... And the Half Magic does make Spike Cave a lot more enticing. I should consider that, but I want to route this stuff in first. I can get back there quick enough, I guess. Get out of my way. Yay, boomerang. Okay, so we definitely don't need the floating island item. Why? Why does he always run towards you when you go to lift the rock? Alright, what is ether? Okay, well, it means we can do a funny and we can open up the first check in here. I'm gonna go check the other crap here first. Because I can check the first check and turn a rock and just save and quit out. Game's got jokes. Alright. I won't be surprised if something's in here. I want the hook shot to pay off because of the weird pod play, but... Yep, there it is. Okay. So now we have a really, really weird decision. I think we just go for TR. This is probably going to be bad, but... Well, we have 2 items that... Yeah, we're going to do this because we're here. I can save and quit out of here. And then we'll go Skullwoods after. If there's actually something here, though, this is significant. And if there's an ice rod in here, then we can just beat the dungeon. But TR likes to have important items in it. So, I say we just do it. Alright. So we're looking for a lot of shit still. Bow, ice rod, flippers. Mirror, maybe. We might not need a mirror, actually. We might need boots. We don't know about that. Cool game, thanks. Oh, I need bombs. You're so used to having boots when you come through this room. When you don't, it's easy to forget the switch. dungeon being stingy as all hell. Can't wait for all the checks on Laser Bridge to be crap, and I just fucked this up. Okay. We're having a great day. Cool. Love it. I don't know why I just didn't activate the cape right away. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, now I'm glad I stuck this out. Alright, so that makes me feel a lot better about that. Alright. So let's go finish Skull Woods, I think. Because we know there's 2 items in there still, so I think that's kind of worth. And then we have ice. And we do have green pendant turn in at some point. Nice. Alright, we already have 2 keys, so we're not going to worry about the key under the pot. Nice magic drop. Alright, we'll go back in. We're either going to get the big key, which leads to another item, or it's just in there. And the big key is just locked in the big chest. So we'll see. I'm hoping this is it. Yep. Alright. So we're out of here. Got both items in Skull Woods. Damn it. I hit the wrong thing again, but that's alright. Just go from here. Alright. Let's go to ice. There's the mirror. Stupid thing. I hate the fact that that puts Pendant Swamp in logic. If I forget one more time that I don't have the stupid boots. Alright, let's check Ice Team. Oh my goodness. Alright. Last item. So, we got everything out of here. Yeah, this has been a weird one. So, I dipped pod without bow, got hookshot, and then sequence broke lamp out of U-shape room. Then went up the mountain, but I had flute, so going up the mountain was still in logic. Found fire rod in hookshot cave. Hookshot was in logic for pod, so I didn't feel bad about that. And then decided to do pod because, or do Turtle Rock while I was up there and just see how far I can get. Last check on Laser Bridge had the flippers. So the flippers lead me here, and it gave me a mirror. So now I have Pendant Swamp in logic. I love it. But I still have a couple other weird checks I can do. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I want to go from here. Yeah, it's truly a shit. The only thing that sucks is, we have a lot of, we have a lot of, we have a handful of newer runners. I don't say a lot, but whereas, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think Bill's competing too. So 5 of the 7 of us who are in the race are like, I'm mentoring for the, I don't even know if I told you. Did I tell you that I did not qualify for the, mentor tournament? I don't remember if you were in here when that all went down. Yeah, I was too good. I did both qualifier seeds. Yeah, I did both qualifier seeds sub 130, and that is not how... It is an awesome problem. So I'm actually mentoring someone this week. We worked a little bit last night, so I flipped to that side for a little while, which is really cool. But it's kind of funny because they're like, yeah, we think you're going to be too good to be in the field. And I'm like, I just played lights out on those 2 seeds, and I can't say for sure that that's really how I'm overall, but whatever, I'll take it. I think it's kind of cool, but all right, we're gonna do the dumb. I hate this, but we have a couple stupid things that could be in play here, so if Quake shows up, heads in logic, which would just be very fitting for a Limp Bagel generated seed. Don't suck. Do the thing. Don't suck. You would be a great mentor. You remember a little bit of this game. I just want to let you know that I had to tell your story again because my mentee, when we were going through this dungeon, he got to the left side swamp. You know, we were talking about some different strategies, and he accidentally pushed the blocks wrong. And he's like, maybe I could just mirror delete this block. And before I could tell him don't... I'm like, oh, that... Yeah, I'm glad you can laugh about that still. I was like, yeah, dude, you're not the first, you're not the last. No, I told him exactly where you did it. That feels bad moment right there. It was pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty great. So... we're probably just gonna go mode this and hope that there's something good in here, but I'm thinking this is gonna be a giant waste of time. I need to figure out where I need to go. I could go in a desert. Why am I here? I shouldn't be here. The only reason why desert's not showing up as beatable is because we don't know if it's boots required. Alright, well, I'm in here. I'm just gonna commit. I'm gonna see if we get something good out of here, and then we're gonna just get out of here and go to desert. If I accidentally get something good in swamp, that would be pretty great. Because I can check desert. That trick, oh, it's very free. You can see my updated diver down strat too. I do it a little bit differently than when we first learned it. Dude! Come on. Okay. Alright, game. I see how you're playing. What a dumb seed. Now that might not be my only bow. To be fair, there could be another one somewhere that I just didn't get yet, but that's good for me. So I just do this, and then wedge myself here, fast. I don't know if it's necessarily faster than what other people do for that, but it works for me, and I'm fairly consistent with it. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna kill Argus, then we're gonna go... We might as well still do... Nah, I should probably just go to Eastern Pod. Yeah, we'll do Eastern Pod. We have a mirror, we can clear both of them real fast. We did a lot in Pod, but we did not... So Pod had a couple keys on bow side. Or at least one. I think it, actually, I think I had to have probably the big key and a small key. Hold on. Now I'm not even thinking about what it is. No, I think it's two smalls. It's probably two smalls. I'm not going to get it from there. Let's see if we get a better... Nope, that was bad. Spin to win. Alright. Fine. I'm gonna grab it just in case we get some shenanigans here. Alright, that bow was great. Alright, let's find out. Yeah. For sure. I realize this is not tracking the crystals anymore. Alright, that's good to know. Alright, let's see what we get. We haven't touched Eastern at all, which is kind of funny. It would be pretty awful if there was something good right in Eastern. And I mean, like, at this point, it would be like boots that would be probably get me mad. But if I would have had to double dip anyway, then I'm happy that I didn't set foot. So... We're gonna... Yeah, here. We'll mirror and do Eastern first. Because I'm curious. Let's see what we got. Yeah, but this is a pretty, very interesting logic seed. We'll just kind of put it that way. So I am a ice rod, possibly boots away from go. Maybe I should have done desert first just to know. Yeah, no boots is kind of shitty, but if it's not required, they could just be sitting in GT, so I'm not even going to worry about it too much. I got lucky because I decided, because this was an open assured, so you start with the sword. That's what week 1 of the mentor tournament is. That's why we're doing these settings. And I decided to dip into escape immediately, and the first check in escape had the flute. So I've had movement for basically the whole seed, and that's been really nice. Now the mirror was a little bit later, so that was kind of frustrating, but having the flute early was helpful. But I resisted going on Death Mountain until I found that, I hate this. Nah, we're just gonna do it. I can't stand getting bit by anti-fairy chests, and I don't want to get bit by anti-fairy chests. I'll get bit anyway, because it's gonna probably just be the map or compass, whatever I didn't get. But anyway, I didn't go up the mountain until I found Hook, which was good, because the couple checks I could have done were garbage. With the exception of not knowing what's in Spike Cave, because screw that. But... oh, that's the other thing, too. My poor mentee last night, when we were doing our practice seed, freaking mitts in Spike Cave. Dude, that's just rude. It feels bad, man. See? Alright, it's the other shit. Alright. Yep. Yeah, he would do a dungeon. I'd show him a couple strats on the practice hack, and then we go to do dungeons. We worked together for a few hours, really. It was good. We basically got through a whole seed. He didn't finish killing Ganon because he fell, but he's like, I think I got that part. I'm like, that's fine. Yep. The Ganon fall still happens to the best of us. Oh, that was the other thing, too. I think I had to do, in one of the seeds, the, qualifier seeds, I had to do Master Sword Ganon for it, which, thank goodness I'm better at that now. But the reason why is because there were 2 swords in Pendant Turtle Rock. There's no way I was doing that. One on Trinex, too. Alright. So, not here. We'll finish clearing out Pod, and then we'll go see if Desert is boots locked or not. Now, I could have probably done the potion camera unlock thing here, but I don't know. It led me elsewhere where I got stuff, so I'm not even mad about it. I think it's fine. So this is double key. Because we couldn't get... I mean, I could have hammer yumped, but yeah, I probably could have done that. But I think I was just like, let me follow the logic that's there. So we're just going to go kill Helma, because we need to do that anyway. And then we'll come back in for the last few items, just in case there's actually an ice rod here. Or boots, or whatever. Okay, I could have just gone, but I was going to take the hit, so... So all the random overworld stuff that I can still do because I didn't have the items for it. K45, Magic Bat, we have Graveyard Ledge. Mimic Cave would be the worst. I still haven't gone to Catfish. Catfish sucks. Hashtag, I guess. But we're gonna get the dungeons done first, if we can. And actually, I do have Red Bomb open, but I'm gonna do Desert first, and then I can do Red Bomb after that, if I don't have what I need. Yeah, because there's still 3 items in here. We might get one right here. Yeah, okay. So 2 items left. So I say we just go back in, clear it out, make sure it's not here. Then go to Desert. I still can't believe the swamp play ended up paying off. I got so lucky with that. The real game begins? Oh, because it's like the official Ice Rod hunt coming up. TM. Dude, I got some garbage places to look for this thing, too. Let me tell you how excited I am about it. Wouldn't it be funny if it was on the Torch and Desert? Like... Alright, you haven't found the boots yet, but here it is. Alright, let's do this. One could only hope. Thanks. Well, at least then the boots won't be in GT. I mean, there's a bright side there. Alright, one more item. That's it. Yeah, they can't be crazy. The funny part, actually, the irony, the boots are locking the book, too, because the book's vanilla. So I couldn't even go into Desert until I got the mirror. I'm gonna check checkerboard real quick. Yeah. It's probably small, but you can see it marked on my tracker here. The books at the library. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I saw that and I'm like, well, that's funny. It's vanilla. And then just can't really do much with it. All right, so let's find out whether or not Desert is at least beatable. Okay. Well, probably not getting Vamos. Not that we need it at this point. Alright, small key over here. What we'll do is we'll grab the small key, we'll go kill Landmo immediately, and then we'll come back in here if we need to. Okay. So, all the wonderful places that we can go after this. You like it when Suribot warns you about an ad break? Yeah. Suribot's awesome. And then you don't see the ads because you are a sub. Yay! Okay. There we go. I know. It's the best. Alright, so we gotta go back in. Alright, item not on Landmo. Hi, Austin. He's got his Golden Gate jokes. Alright, let's see if we can get an ice rod. No. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Alright, what BS check am I going to look at now? Alright, let's do these. Show me potato salad. Yeah. It's a Family Guy reference from many years ago, Austin. Very, very funny one for us. There you go, potato salad. Very nice. Well, you asked for it, psychologist. There it is. Oh yeah, it works alright. He loves it. Hinox, please, get out of the way. I'm working here. Are you an ice rod? Are you an ice rod? Damn, that was really bad. Alright, what's this? Alright, whatever, passable. Yeah, I'll take the ferry. Alright, we have Dark Cross still to do. So I'm gonna just do that quick while I'm here. Everything's so slow because we don't have boots. God. Okay, rats. Get out of here. Yeah, I think I read about that before. They're going to be kind of sticking with the similar type of format. Makes sense. And who knows, you might even see it change more just with the new CEO and stuff, so. Alright, let's suck it up and go to Catfish. A horrible check to do when we don't have boots and stuff. Okay. Oh, get out of my way. Peeing? No one's peeing on the Golden Gate. That's something else. Alright, I'm gonna do this dumb check because... Okay, back off. Okay, seriously, the worst place that this thing could be is Mimic Cave, because we're gonna hard last location that shit. No help. Okay. That ain't it. Alright. Well, let's try. I have 3 more things that I'm hoping it could be. Oh, I never turned in the green pendant. Yeah, it was yesterday. Thank you. I didn't end up streaming. Because I was working with my mentee. And that took a good chunk of the night. So, we were focused on that. Alright, I'm going to do the green pendant turn in after I check a couple other things. This is so slow, though. It's annoying. Yeah, it was a very good day. I don't need to be... I can flute back. I don't need to be in the Dark World. Well, I do for one of them. So, I guess I gotta... Sure, whatever. Whatever. Yep, it was good. Alright, if I got a flute for a couple of these things anyway, then let's just do... Let's do Saha. What if it's Vanilla Boots? Oh, or just an ice rod right there. Okay, well, let's go. I could have gotten that a while ago. Well, I was right. Hera was shit, but we got something good out of it. Now we gotta trek all the way back through TR. What a rude seed. That was cute. Okay, we don't need to keep on doing that. Alright. Green pendant turn-in. After I did Graveyard Ledge, I was like, I should just do that, and then I was gonna do, I had to do Magic Bat, and then I had K45, but I'm like, I might as well just do it this way. Because I had the green pendant for a while. It was in Hera. And I just never bothered turning it in because I ended up having all this other stuff to do. Naturally, it was the answer. I don't know why I keep on doing that. I can easily hit him with an arrow or anything else. I did the same exact thing earlier when I was in here. But we're going to powder this anti-fairy anyway, so... Scanler, I don't think you... I think you dodged a bullet. This scene sucks. Because Bagel rolled it. Yeah, lucky you indeed. I could try to recap in a little bit. I didn't hit the button! Yes, it is. So, Pod had, hookshot in, the Stelphos check. And then I decided to keep on going. You end up getting key locked without the bow, and I didn't bother trying to do anything crazy in there. Fuck that. That's... So you could have gotten that without getting the one I got. I mean, I'm happy about it, but... So, my bow that I got in Pendant Swamp, and I was like, shit, I could have gone in the desert instead, and I freaking lucked into the bow. And so that let me go back and clear out Pod and Eastern. But, so, the other thing that sucks about this seed, I mean, and you know we got some newer people running this one. First, as you can tell, hey, there's Tifa. Tifa, this seed sucks, so I understand why you're like, I'm done. Chaos indeed. And Bagel just finished. Of course, he runs it and does it. So, I could have done this faster if I would have gotten the green pendant from Hera turned into the ice rod, and had I, well, this seed's hard, Tifa. There's some pretty rough item locations of things. So the green pendant led to ice rod to the ice rod when you turned it in, and if I would have been able to do Turtle Rock in one go, I would have had a bow off Trinex, and that would have prevented me from going into swamp at all, and that would have saved me some time there. But I didn't have the ice rod, so I ended up doing all sorts of other things. Hey, good news though, we don't need the boots. Where the hell are the boots? Oh, Ice Palace boss? Yeah. He's a jerk. Oh, look, there's our entrance to Mire. Yeah, not doing it. Only Bagel would roll a garbage bootless seed. Yeah, I get it. It can be frustrating, but you know what though? The thing that's good to know, get the practice hack out. That's a fight you want to get better at, because unfortunately you're going to need to probably do it several times, right? So give yourself some cold stare practice, and you know, when you practice them, try to do it on lower swords, so that way you can get used to tougher scenarios. Because I was fortunate, I had tempered when I went in there, but if you didn't, yeah, that's not an easy fight. Cold stare can suck. And Bamos, well, its boots locked, so there's no way I'm getting that. You were on bacon? Okay. Wow, look at that. Yes, it could have, Austin. They all could be. Yeah, I don't blame you. And sometimes, as they always say, if you're getting too frustrated with something and it's not becoming fun anymore, taking a step back from it and being like, alright, it's just not my day, totally okay. Gotta do that sometimes. But it's good. Get it out of the system now, because I know you got a race coming up in a couple days. So just, you know, keep on going, and it gets better. It definitely gets better as you keep on practicing, because there's some boss fights that I don't think I would have attempted years ago that I feel more comfortable doing now, for sure. And Scanner could tell you, we've done some dumb stuff over the year or so that we've really been working on stuff together. Us dumb stuff? No. Remember our first door rando together? That was fun. I'm still mad at Bagel for doing the seed. This one sucks. I don't remember. Maybe not. Where was Flippers? Oh, Turtle Rock Laser Bridge. There it is. Yeah. Turtle Rock Laser Bridge. So I went all the way through Turtle Rock, got those, didn't... So that was good. I'm gonna have to ask Bagel when I'm done if he ever found boots. I'm just curious if they exist. Not in the seed or something. You were doing flipperless ice? Yeah, I understand it, because you're, at that point, just trying to do stuff. This seed had some really weird item locations that made you double dip a couple places, so it was kind of annoying. You didn't necessarily have the double dip TR, but you had to go up and beat Hera in order to not double dip TR. Because you needed the green pendant. And the rest of Hera was shit, so it was kind of frustrating to do that. But anytime you have a bootsless seed, it's just really annoying. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it just feels slow, even if it's not necessarily. Because you can't go fast. And you lose some of your strategies that you kind of start to develop. Okay, get out of here. There we go. Nice. Take that just in case. This room without boots is actually super annoying. Because they always like to charge me. Of course it does. Bootlets GT... in this room also just blows. I mean, Butter helps because they just die in one hit, but of course I'm going to take a fall. Okay. Get out of my way. Thank you. God. Got enough keys. That's the torch. Thank you. Alright. Don't really need to open anything at this point. Aw, you bastard. It'd be funny if validation was the boots. Get me in! Alright. I only got a double out of that. You bastard. Aw, that was really stupid. Alright, just give me regular. Thank you. What a slow ass seed. Yeah, it kind of is. Ay, ay, ay. I'm glad you said F it. I mean, yeah, like I said, there are a couple of really stupid item locations. Tifa, the worst part is, do you know where the lamp was? Oh, Bagel! Good job, this one. Freaking A, dude. Nice seed, my friend. No, what the problem was, you had to go up to Hera to get Green Pendant. Why the fuck would I come back down to get Ice Rod? And then I go through all the Turtle Rock. The bootsless is the worst part, so obviously you didn't find them either. Like, so hold on. Thank you for the GGs. I go all the way through Turtle Rock, get my flippers, do all this other shit, go into Swamp, and somehow luck into a bow. Thank you for the GG, Scanner Psychologist. No, he's already heard me bitching about it. He knows where everything is. He doesn't want to play this shit. So did you go into Swamp at all, Bagel? Because I gotta know what the hell you did. Hold on, I'm gonna snooze that. No, Meyer. Okay, see, I had silvers because I went into Swamp. Got lucky with the bow, but there was no way. I didn't. My go mode was actually getting the Ice Rod. I just neglected to turn in the Green Pendant for the longest time. Yeah, I did Hera fairly early, too. I didn't... Well, hold on. I didn't go up the mountain. Your go mode was the bow? Oh, that's gross. So, I didn't go up the mountain until I got the hook shot and then the lamp and pod. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go. So I went up there, and that makes sense because of where the mirror was. You had to have Fire Rod to get in there anyway because you weren't getting Bombos. Yeah, so I did that, but then what happened was when I got Fire Rod up there, I went into TR right away, got my mitts, or not mitts, got flippers on Laser Bridge, which I'm guessing you did that too. But I just started doing other shit and didn't turn in the Green Pendant because I kind of forgot I had it. Yeah, I got Smario pretty early, actually. Not early, but like I did the Smith chain. Yeah, I actually did the Smith chain right after. So I did Thieves Town. Oh, you did that? Okay. I did Thieves Town, dipped into Skull Woods, got pissed with both items were in the back. And then, since I had mitts already, I just kind of grabbed the frog after and just went south and did some checks. But wait, Bagel, here's the best part. I fucking got sniped as I walked into Hype Cave and fucking died inside Hype Cave with the Smith. So I immediately turned the Smith in, get Samaria, grab the purple chest, and go back to Hype Cave. Yeah, and then the hammer's there, so now I'm really pissed, because I'm like, oh man, I could have saved myself time. So that was annoying. Yeah, exactly. The fucking hammer's right there. And I was like, oh, that's so stupid. I do feel good. Like, I don't know what you route with this type of seed. I went into escape, like, immediately and had flute, like, right away, which was awesome. So that did help, at least with early movement, but without having boots and not having a mirror for a while, it didn't really matter too much. You mid-seed? Yeah, so I did have the flute advantage, but I just... If I would have gotten that ice route a little bit sooner... Oh, Phillips KJ finish. That's pretty cool. That's a tough seed, so that's a good time, I think. But, oh man. Bagel, why did you do this to us? Can you imagine if this was the qualifier seed that they ran? Oh, God. You had like 3-hour average. No. Don't you dare try to justify this one. Tomorrow, I probably won't be able to join tomorrow's because my buddy psychologist who's in here and one other person. That's the reason why I'm not available. We have a weekly. Oh no, I didn't look. What was on Ped? Was it the boots? Was that the boots? Fuck off. Come on. Bagel, we need to have an intervention. We need to talk about how... Oh, no, I'm allowing that shit. I'm allowing that shit. With Vanilla Book. Yeah, wait. So, you couldn't even read the damn ped. You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. That thought crossed my mind at some point, and I didn't say it out loud, and I wish I would have. I was like, man, it'd be funny if the boots were there because you can't even read the damn thing because where the book is. Holy shit, that actually happened. That's so bad. Well, not for nothing, but I was really worried about that. I'm always worried about that when the boots are this late. I just figured that they were going to show up in GT, so I wasn't even thinking about it. Or they could have been in Meyer, I guess, too. Because we saw where the Quake Medallion was in GT, so I guess they could have been in there, but... Wow, dude. You literally... Okay. Bagel, we are here today because we need to talk about your problem. I wash my hands of it. That's not how this works. He's sitting there stabbing something over and over again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on. Ban Bagel. He is banned. That's the funny part. And then I rolled a shit weekly seed last week. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as this. We'll at least say that part. This is a very... I mean, Tifa, every now and then we'll play one of these seeds. Trying to roll curse seeds for his big restream debut? Yeah, exactly. We should... You know what? Psychologist, we should. And then... It doesn't matter if we blame you, because it doesn't, you know, whatever. Like, we actually... Oh, I don't even know. I'm just... Um. So wait, Bagel, what it? So, you actually keep on having to cut out. That's a problem. What is your bit rate though? Are you doing it too high of a bit rate for yourself? I don't think that should matter too much, but I had to cut my bit rate down because I was having problems. That was like a year ago though. Storm related? Alright. Ugh. Man. Ooh. Ooh. Well, damn. That. First off, psychologists, thank you. You did not need to do that. But that would also be the first gift sub. I know. This is the first gift sub I think that anyone's ever given on my channel. So, there we go. And we also reached a wonderful little goal because I needed one more sub to show up there. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That was very generous of you. Yeah, Tifa, if you refresh, it looks like you got a month of no ads in my channel now. Thanks to courtesy of my friend here, my IRL friend. Yes, yesterday was my birthday, so I guess that's his extra little gift for me. Oh, that was so nice. All right. Yeah, Bagel, you're pushing it. The last part's debatable. See, you gotta remember something. My friend psychologist might not play this game, but the two of us used to play this a lot, and he knows this game pretty well. Stop it, Bagel! Everyone's ganging up on you right now. Trying to sneak that in. It was a good attempt. I will give you some credit for that. It was a good attempt. I gotta laugh though, because as I was going through, I'm like, no boots, no boots, no boots, and he thinks he's gonna escape this without some kind of criticism. Ha ha ha. Guys, that was fun. Let's see. All right, let's do this. So, if you're not aware, this is Link to the Past Randomizer's 10th anniversary. And they have been doing some... Why is my shit, like, different all of a sudden? They changed something on their back end, and it's really annoying me. What the hell? So my OBS, like, I have different docs and stuff like that. They absolutely freaking changed some shit because it's like things are in different spots for me, and it's kind of annoying. And I just realized it now. So anyway, so Link to the Past Randomizer's 10 years old. They've been doing a lot of different types of seeds for the last several days for it. So today is day 9. And we're going to go and okay, so actually he's being restreamed. So maybe we just go to the restream. We are going to go check out... Yeah, okay. We're going to go check out this... Because Zax is... By the way, Zax and Malmo are actually being restreamed for the race today. So we're going to go check that out. And raid them and take a look at it. Yeah, I got it here. Zelda Speedruns has got it. So let's go raid them and check it out. Thanks everyone for coming in and hanging out. Fun little race. Let's go check this out and root on both of these guys because they are awesome. And Zax has become a good friend of ours in here as well. So, all right. See you everyone. Have a good night. Bye.